All right, now returning to Operation Epic Fury, a third vessel has reportedly been attacked in the Strait of Hormuz after the UK said the Islamic Republic attacked a container ship earlier today and is suspected of firing on another one. This after U.S. Central Command provided an update to the total number of vessels stopped by the U.S. blockade, rating on X, quote, since the start of the U.S. blockade against ships entering or exiting Iranian ports, U.S. forces have directed 28 vessels to turn around to return to port. Power the Future founder and executive director Daniel Turner joins me now. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see you. Oil and gas, obviously, a major part of this story. And Iran now appears to be attacking ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Their whole strategy is that they believe that they can outlast the United States economically. Is that true?
They're trying to do death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? And they know that just one little fishing vessel can wreak tremendous havoc on these tankers. And if you're the captain of a $450 million payload and you have lives on the line, you're a little bit risk averse. And that risk aversion is why we see these huge volatility movements in oil and gas prices. So until there's comfort that you can get through this region without any military risk, you're going to continue to see these spikes in oil, and it's not great.
No doubt. And that may be why Energy Secretary Chris Wright said over the weekend that gas prices may not drop below $3 a gallon here at home until next year. But then President Trump said that is not true. They will drop as soon as this conflict is over. Who's right about where gas prices will sit in the future?
If I look at the president's initial inauguration in January of last year, by the time he took office to when oil hit $65 a barrel was a matter of weeks, because markets had a sense of calm. So I think that, I think the president is right on this, because we don't have an oil and gas shortage. We don't have a supply problem. There is concern about movement in the straits, but as soon as that concern is gone, the supply and the laws of economics will kick back in.
Yeah, and these oil and gas companies, they're being proactive about it. There was a Wall Street Journal article. It was titled "Big Oil Plows Billions into Far-Flung Drilling Sites to Escape Iranian Turmoil." These companies are looking to bypass the strait entirely. Is that productive? Is it short-sighted in terms of how they spend their money? What do you think?
It's a great use of their money right now.
They're surplus right now.
Absolutely, they do have a surplus, and we are several years behind the 8 ball. Remember, we had 4 years of a Biden pause where you weren't allowed to drill in the outer continental shelf. You weren't allowed to drill in Alaska, the Gulf of America, et cetera. So the president's got a brilliant strategy to increase oil and gas production, but we are behind the 8 ball because of the Biden years.
Also, it is Earth Day today, and you wrote a Fox News op-ed. You can find it on foxnews.com, titled "On Earth Day, 3 Signs the Climate Movement is Out of Gas."
Yeah, the climate movement.
Tell us here.
That's not where all the cool kids are right now. They're in the No Kings movement. They're in the Hate Israel movement. They're in something else. The momentum of the climate movement, because I think the American people have woken up to how detrimental the climate policies have been. They've made our lives really expensive. They've hurt us economically. They've hurt us militarily. So the climate movement is losing its steam.
And on this Earth Day, we're learning that in Pennsylvania, they're keeping 2 coal-fired power plants open that were slated to close in 2028 because of this energy independence that, of course, the president champions. Daniel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Good to see you. All right. Now,